I say inside zone's like a nice Porsche, right? It's a luxury car. Whereas Duo's a Mack truck. We're coming downhill in A-gap. Let's go.
Coach, what's going on? It's Coach Ian Tatum here, back with another video. And real quick, guys, we're going to be talking about how to handle a 4 technique on counter. It's going to be a little bit of a quicker video because I just want to kind of discuss some different ways to do that. Some people have been asking me in DMs on Twitter, so I'm going to go ahead and address that in the video. But before we get into that, guys, we did announce that we are doing the Trench Mob Summer Clinic, which will be June 21st. It'll be 8 a.m., honestly, to whenever. I don't know. It depends on how many speakers we can get for the summertime. If you're interested in signing up for the clinic, please hit me up on Twitter. It's my Twitter down there in the bottom left at Coach Tatum90. And if you're interested in being a speaker, DM me as well and just let me know, hey, I want to be a speaker, Coach. We can talk about it, different things maybe you want to speak on. But without further ado, let's talk about how to handle that pesky 4 technique head up guy on counter, because a lot of times, when you're playing odd teams, that's what you're going to get. So whether he'll be, into a head up 4, like this guy is right here, or he might be in a 4-eye. We can talk about different ways like that. So he's going to be head up right now with 4-0-4 is odd front. So a couple ways you can handle that. For one, it's kind of the most, common I probably see is just to send him down. Right, send the guy down to the second level, so he blocks through his B gap. Right, his gap scheme running GH counter on this one right here. It doesn't matter if it's GH or GT. Front side is the same. So we're going to be stepping down, blocking through the B gap. And essentially, what happens here is you gain a guy on a linebacker, but you might lose a guy on the outside blocking wise. So we're going to talk through the 3 different ways we're going to be doing that. So let's go ahead and send him down, straight down to the linebacker. And just like on normal counter against odd front, we're going to have an ace right here against this nose, right? Because the nose, especially the odd front, man, that could be the biggest issue you run into is this nose, especially if they have a good one. So you got to make sure you take care of that because it's in the middle of the play. And then from there, you're still trapping, right? And so now you're going to be trapping this 4 technique. That is over here in the B.5 gap, I call, right? He's probably going to be a B gap player because you do have this bandit down off the edge that's playing probably the C gap. So we're going to be trapping this guy, and then the H now will be doing we'll be coming right off of the kick, right? We want to be inside of the kick because we want to with this trap, we want to trap him out. We want to kick him out until we can, right? So we want to come through, same foot, same shoulder, running through, trapping, knocking this thing wide open. So then the H will insert off of the tackle and the ace right here, and he'll be the extra guy. Now, what you're hoping for on this is old school trap, right? Old school trap rules where you're going to buy one, right? You're hoping that this guy is the B gap player. He's going to be playing, in. If he, for some reason, right, goes straight up field, you trap him out. You're hoping this guy is going outside as well, and you get a 2-for-1. If that doesn't happen, or he tries to overlap, then you have your H that's coming to clean up, right? And you need to explain to him, hey, you're a free hitter. So you're coming through, right? You're imagining that this tackle is going to get down to the mic. Cool. If he does, then the H is coming out. He's looking through, right? He's trying to pick up most dangerous. So this guy's overlaps. He's going to kick him as well. If he goes outside and he gets caught in the trap, then he's going to lead up on the safety, and we're off to the races. Okay. So the next thing, especially odd front defensive guys, are going to be like, well, we're going to spill it. Cool. Love it. All right. So we're going to spill it. So he's going to go inside. We're going to spill. Now the H is going to be running, reading off of this guard's trap. If it spills and he logs, then he will be going outside a gap, and he will end up kicking this guy anyway because he's going to be the next guy they're trying to spill it to, and he's going to trap him. Now, they try to double spill, both your pullers. He's running the alley. You've got to get up in there tight. You got to live what you get. But that's not usually what they're going to do. If he's spilling, they're relying on him to be the spill guy, right? He's probably going to rally. But if he's spilling, he's probably going to take on this block and send it back to the cavalry. Cool, trap him out, and now we are headed downhill fast after that. Okay, and one big thing, and I talk about it a lot, right, is running a two-man chase drill. And what that is essentially, right, is let me get this guy going where he needs to go. Boom, right there. So if the guard takes off and pulls, we have in practice where the second puller would be the H of the tackle. They're going to be reading the block. So if he sees his back, means he's trapping him out. Cool, you cut inside. If you see the guy's head come around because we're logging, you go outside again. That's how that works. That's our two-man chase drill. And you got to play both scenarios so you guys do it automatically. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset from here. Okay, we are going to go here. All right, pull back the pull. All right, great. Next thing you can do, okay, which is what I prefer to do, is to arc the tackle. Okay, arc the tackle outside to the overhang so that you don't have a lot more of the this or that type of a thing happening. You still are now trapping the 4. Okay, you're trapping the 4 technique with your guard. Okay, he's going to come and he's going to same shoulder, same foot, and then the H now is going to, let me wind it back. Here we go. Okay, the H is now going to pull off of the guard and center ace. Okay, boom, right there. Okay, and that's going to hit a lot tighter. So now this is why either you need to rep them all these different scenarios, or you need to live with one, right? So if I was you, I would not go into a game and be like, hey, on one drive we'll block down the tackle, and the next drive we'll arc, right? Because there's different things you have to practice. So you need to live with one. You need to get good with one. You probably could go into a game being like, we're going to handle it different ways, but you don't need to have that many run schemes when you're doing that. If you're running, if counter is your deal, it's your number one play, cool. Now then you can do that. You have your adjustments off of it. But if it's like an auxiliary run, or maybe your second, or third, maybe your actual quote unquote counter off of what you already do, then I would live with one way or the other. But for me, arcing the place I tackle to the overhang linebacker is the better way to do it. And we're going to circle back around formationally on how to do some things, and I think will make things a little easier as well. Okay, so that's the second way we would do it. Okay, the third way, okay, is to block the 4 technique head up, and this is why it's number 3. I don't think it's as good. It's not safe, right? And you can't play football safe, but I don't think it's as good of an option unless you have a dude tackle. Now, if you've got a dude tackle, like we had a tackle that was really good last year, we did it like this. But if you don't have a great tackle that hey, he'll dog this down block and we're good, right? If you don't have a guy like that, then I would say either send him down or arc him. If you have a guy that's going to win this block, it's going to happen, then go ahead and block this dude. Okay, so then essentially what's going to happen is you're going to trap off the edge like you normally would, and now the guard, the H is now going to pull a gap wider already for the mic, okay? Because you're going to block this guy wherever he goes. Now, what I would teach this tackle is I would pick up my outside foot, I would tap my outside foot in case he stunts C-gap. If he stunts C-gap, then widen him out, okay? And we're going to end up pulling and trapping inside. I know that sounds a little funky, but it's not, right? He turns into power at that point. One back power almost, you can think of it that way, where the guard would just come right off the double team. Okay, and the things you got to drill when you do it like this. So that's why I'm saying buy into one way or the other. Because if you start saying, oh, we'll do it this way, do it that way, there's different ways you have to drill things. So fall in love with a way, buy into a way, and now you can fix all the problems in that way. So if he goes C gap, now the guard's going to wrap inside. All right, and then the H will wrap inside. It almost turns into crab at that point. Lincoln Riley's crab, where you're fanning the front side and you wrap inside. It's almost like that. Same thing happens if your tackle attaches outside foot and the guy goes B gap, which you're assuming he probably will do because you have this overhang. He goes B gap. Now you just block him down, and then you still trap it off the edge. You still pull off of the C gap. So that's another way you could do it with your tackle if he is a guy. But I'm not falling in love with that. I don't want to, get into that type of a deal. Okay. Only other thing I was going to talk about is formationally. You bring 2x2 with your H, and they get into this look, right? They got to respect the Y, especially if they stay too high. Now they can easily keep him down, roll this guy down here, and play like this. Now you still have your same rules now, but you know that they're going to be too high. They're going to bump this guy out of the box and bring him reduced down. Cool. He gets lost on the backside off of this hinge block. Okay. Now you don't need to arc this guy. You're arcing to nobody, right? So what I would do at that point is that I would send him down. That would be the best way to do it. Send him down, trap the 4. Now we are going to pull inside of that. Now we still have a free hitter. Okay. I would not arc out to a guy that's apexed. Now, if you know he's going to be coming inside, well, great. You can RPO him, or you can just go ahead and if your standard way is to arc, then arc. That's fine. But that's what I would do, especially if he's out here, especially stacked over the receiver, or he's like really apexed and you know he's not going to fold in. Then yeah, send your tackle down, trap the 4, play off of that, let your H be the free hitter, and make him play cleanup and figure out different things from there. But bringing it back, guys, like I said, real quick video on how to handle the 4 on counter. Again, different ways to recap is sending the tackle down and having the H be the free hitter, figuring out, if a guy's going to overlap from the outside linebacker, or if a safety's going to come down, or tackle, still trap the 4, wrap up inside on the mic with the H, or let your tackle play head up and kind of dog that dude. But that's not as good in my opinion. But if you have a guy that can do it, then man, more power to you. Love it. Again, I'm Coach Ian Tatum. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget about the clinic. Make sure you hit me up. Please hit me up. This is going to be a good one, man. Going into the summer, trying to get you ready, right? Everything we're going to be doing is geared towards summer work. So it's not going to be – we're going to have some schemes. We're talking about scheme. It's going to be more of an install type deal. Talking about your pass pro, talking about run game, technique, everyday drills that you want to get through in the summer, and that'll really help you guys out getting prepared. And we want to dominate these defensive linemen, man, this defensive fronts going into this new year. But again, I'm Coach Ian Tatum. Appreciate everybody for watching, and I'm out. See y'all next video.